Hey guys, Tina here and welcome to another weekly reads video. So last week was a pretty good reading week. I managed to read two things and I really loved one of them, and that is Lady Midnight by Cassandra Clare. So this was a reread for me. I read it last year. For those of you who do not know, this is book one in her Dark Artifices trilogy, and it's actually the third series in the Shadowhunter world. And it tells the story of Emma. Emma is a Shadowhunter in the Los Angeles Institute, and she comes upon a series of murders that really remind her of how her own parents were killed. And naturally she's curious and she decides to investigate, and she's joined by the Blackthorn siblings who, live alongside her in the Institute. And one of them is her Parabatai Julian, and the rest are his brothers, younger brothers, that he has taken care of ever since his own parents were killed. So naturally, there's a lot of mystery, adventure, some romance, and just intrigue, and a lot of surprises. I will actually be posting a review of this book sometime this week, so you can look forward to that. Because I do not want to go into depth here, because why if I have that. But anyways, yeah, I really liked it. I think I actually liked it better than last year. I think that I just took my time with it and read it slightly slower, because with new releases I usually just really like to rush through them, and I think I miss a lot of things that way. And this time around I didn't. So I actually took extensive notes and I really love this book. And then I read Cain and Abel by John Mathis. That is book one in his Seven Deadly Sins series, and this book is subtitled as Envy. And that is exactly what you get in the story. Now, the author contacted me a while back and asked me if he could send me this book in exchange for an honest review, and that's what I did this week. I filmed the review, so you will, be able to see it sometime this week. But just, briefly here. We get to meet Dennis Cain at the beginning of the book as a 10-year-old boy. He has just undergone this really bad surgery and he's recuperating, and during this period he decides that he wants to be really great. He wants to do something great in his life, and he focuses on being a chemist because he thinks that that way he can come up with some kind of a cure that would help people that are suffering from the same disease as he is. Now, a few years later, he is pretty bitter and disappointed with his life. Despite the fact that his parents support him and his friend Beth supports him, he's just unhappy. And it doesn't help when he sees people like Jason Bell, who is this jock and leads what seems like a perfect life, just, having things handed to them, like, scholarship to an Ivy League school that Dennis wants to attend. And yes, that makes him really happy, and he sort of focuses all of his hatred on Jason. This is a loose retelling of the Cain and Abel story, as the title itself, plays on it, and I think that was really cute and fun. Now, sadly, I didn't get to enjoy this book as much as I hoped I would. I had some issues with it, and those focused mainly on the characters themselves, and you can, see more of that in my review. So I also started reading The Sandman by Neil Gaiman, the graphic novel, but I just kind of didn't feel it. I really couldn't, it didn't intrigue me, I didn't like it, and I just decided to leave it off for now and maybe come back to it later at some point, and maybe I would like it more then. But yes, the one thing that I did start reading, aside from Sandman, which was a failure, is Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, which is book two in her Dark Artifices series. And when I started reading this book, I realized, because I checked, that the third book doesn't come out until 2019. Oh, that's gonna hurt. But anyways, this is a continuation of Lady Midnight. It takes place basically 2 or 3 weeks after the events of Lady Midnight, and I'm really liking it so far. There's naturally a lot of things that are not problematic, not in the sense, that we usually say problematic, just, the characters made a mess and now they somehow have to clean it up, I guess. And I'm really enjoying it so far. I'm not sure where it's gonna go. There's a bunch of people in this book that I already hate because they're so, just pressured, really. They're just so annoying, and they have these opinions that I would just smack them with this book, and I think it would hurt them actually, because it's such a big book. But anyways, yeah, that's one of the books that I'm gonna read this week. If I'm gonna pick something else up, I'm not sure what that's gonna be. After all of these young adult books, I feel like I should read something adult and get out of this teenage drama thing. So yeah, I'm thinking that that's gonna happen, but as to what that's gonna be, I'm not sure yet. So it's gonna be a surprise for me as well as for you. But yes, that's it for me, you know, this week. Let me know down in the comments what you're reading currently, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and see you in my next one. Bye!